football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Washington football team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll wind up getting a yard. On the game's first play at 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Newman. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Play action, Newman. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. Ooh, with a juke. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team, and no one wants to just fall on in football anymore.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
On first down, it's Gibson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, try to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A give to Gibson running right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Raiders take over first and 2. And they're on the 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Play action. Now Newman. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week. Another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing. Especially
tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running it with Jacobs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now Newman to throw on 3rd down. He'll look downfield for Waller. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Kaepernick. Thomas brings it in. Fighting through it. He's got space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On first down, it's Gibson, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Kaepernick. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Newman. Past the 20. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Newman. And he's got Rmnfl in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Rmnfl, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He's got it to Gibson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Now he's forced out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Gibson again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run with Gibson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 64 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. A throw to the flat here from McKissick. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
Kaepernick going to throw. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And Washington has taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Raiders 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Newman. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Play action. Newman. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He gets it to Thomas. Twisting away. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On first down, it's Gibson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. A carry now for McKissick. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal. Start of the drive, get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Carr to throw again. He dumps it off to Dre. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Second down and 8. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He gets it complete to Jackson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for the Raiders. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On first down, it's Gibson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he stopped immediately there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Kaepernick. He's got his target. It's Humphries. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 11. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. To throw is Kaepernick. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they